Hey friends, happy Friday, the 24th of May, Friday, the 7th week of Ordinary Time. It's nice to be with you. I am Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I will share with you a reflection on the daily readings. The readings are linked down below. Click the link, read the reading prayerfully, and then turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. I know we've still got the white up. I'm shooting this in Easter week or in a week of Easter, but it is ordinary time, 7th week, and so hopefully we're kind of back into the swing of all of that. One parish announcement, y'all know we are in the midst of capital campaign time, kind of dreaming and thinking and planning for our future. That information's on the parish website, and I did put the parish website list below. But if you'd like to watch some of our videos, look at some of our materials, we'd love it. If you'd like to donate towards new campus stuff, we'd love it. More than anything else, please be praying for our faith community, that the Holy Spirit might help us to be one amidst, interesting, challenging conversations about our future. All right, do appreciate that. Reading from St. James and from Mark's Gospel, right? We are wrapping up St. James. I think that tomorrow, Saturday, is our last day, and then next week we're picking up a New Testament letter. And so James is kind of winding down towards the end, but above all else, brothers and sisters, do not swear, right? So if you forget everything else, okay, here we go. This is what I'm telling you. But especially I'm drawn to the first part of it. Do not complain, brothers and sisters, about one another, that you may not be judged. Behold, the judge is standing before the gates. So, my question is, okay, if I can't complain about my brothers and sisters, what am I supposed to do when something is happening to me and I really need to share with someone and to talk it through, right? Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to go and tell everybody about what happened, right? Because that's gossip. And it's a sin, but it also destroys community and it poisons the well, right? How do we deal with the reality that in the human drama, we drive people crazy? Trust me, I drive people crazy. And people drive us crazy. How do we deal with it? And, I don't know if this is helpful, but to use I statements, to find that one person, maybe two, where you need to get some feedback. You got to know that they are a person that's not going to blab. Because if you tell them and you know that they're going to go talk, you can't share what's going on. You have to get a promise that they will keep it confidential. And then you say, this is how this affected me. This is how I felt. I felt this way when I perceived this to happen, right? It's not this person did this and I hate them and they're the worst and all of that. This is how it affected me. How should I respond to this, right? This is what's going on inside of me as a result. To focus on ourselves. Because the reality is that other person that we are complaining about is a beloved child of God, created in the image and the likeness of God. And yes, the human drama is always dramatic. So we have to find those ways to be able to acknowledge what's happening inside of us, right? To not be fake. Everything's nice and all. No, but to own when things are hard. But then to find ways to share them and to be honest about them. And I would share, right? One of the things that can be hard for Christian people is because we have this idea that we always have to be nice. And so we think that we can't talk to God about this stuff, right? God already knows that you're hurt. God already knows that you're angry. God already knows whatever's going on inside of you, right? The reason that you share it with God is not to inform the divine. Trust me, God knows. The reason you're sharing it with God is because you need to get that out of yourself. Someone who knows you and loves you and supports you even in things that can be really hard. And who is more than that than the God? So whoever you want to share that with, God the Father, Jesus our brother, God the Holy Spirit, who can sometimes be a little bit ephemeral. Who do you need to share that with? Another human person, perhaps to own it to yourself, share it with God. Right? That's how I think we make it through this life, acknowledging what's happening with us, but at the same time trying to take seriously this instruction from James. Don't complain about one another. The judge is going to come. Judge is going to sort all of us knuckleheads out. But that's not our job. Our job is to be authentic to who we are, how we experience it, what's going on inside of us. Judgment's God's. Okay. Gospel. Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any reason, right? The Pharisees were testing him. Why were they testing him? Likely they were testing this weird rabbi who was wandering around calling his own students, who wasn't trumpeting his own credentials and where he had studied. Does this guy actually know his Torah? Does he really know Moses? And of course, the fascinating thing is that Jesus reinterprets Moses. Right? And so Jesus, what's Moses teach? And they answer it. And then Jesus comes back with a positive teaching, like, Moses gave this because of the hardness of your heart, but this was not the intention of the Creator. And the two shall become one flesh. Here's what I'd invite you to do in relation to this, is to reflect on the married couples who have really revealed to you unity, who have really revealed to you the love of God through their love for each other, right? Like, think really about the way that marriage has positively impacted your life. Say thank you to God for that. And, if you're a single person, if you're, a vowed celibate in holy orders like me, whatever, to just reflect on the people who serve, think about marriage and be grateful for that, but maybe also think about the people that reveal the face of God to you in their own particular vocations. And how's the Lord inviting you to be challenged and to desire even more, whatever your state of life, and to seek holiness in the midst of it? All right, friends, read those readings prayerfully. Turn off the screen. Spend some time with God. Pray for folks having a hard time. God bless y'all.